Hey guys, what is up? It's Jay. So this is going to be basically a video for Newcon, talking about what I got, as well as my thoughts on the convention, and kind of like a review of sorts, kind of like I did with KomoriCon, but it's not going to be a review per se, because I don't know what to do in terms of rating. So rating a convention from like 1 to 10, or giving it a grade or something, is not something I'm comfortable with. So that's why I didn't do it in the KomoriCon one, even though I said I was going to, but I decided not to at the end of that, for that very reason. So I'm not going to do it for this one either, and sorry if I sound a little sick. I did get a little bit of something, I think, at the convention. Just, I always do, it's normal. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about the things I got first. No, let's talk about the convention first. That one seems a little more important, and probably more what this video is going to be for. So, let's talk about the convention. So, Newcon PDX 5. No, it's not Newcon 2016. Why? Because Newcon doesn't do by year. They do by the number of things. So, like, next year's going to be Newcon 6. What they do is, they're basically around New Year's, and they're a new convention, so that's kind of why that's why they call it Newcon. Actually, they told me that's why they call it Newcon. But they are not just anime; they are also comics, sci-fi, gaming, everything. They are an everything convention, which is really cool because they get a big crowd of everything. So we get a lot of like Star Wars and Star Trek there. We didn't get a lot of Star Trek, but we got a lot of Star Wars. I saw some really cool Star Wars cosplays. And then we get the games and the anime and the comics. All those people all just come together. So it's really cool. I really like it, and you know, whatever. So there's a couple things that I do want to talk about, and one of them has to do with my badge. This is the one bad thing, and it didn't happen last year, but I also didn't have a press badge last year. So this year I was accepted for press, so I could go around with my camera and do my filming and all that kind of stuff. Obviously not this camera. This is my webcam that my good one. The other one is over there on my bed, and it is loaded with shit. I have a lot of files on there. Anyway, so I got a press badge, and actually let me take the room key out that I forgot to put back in. Probably should have did that. Oh well. Anyway, but this is my badge, so oh shit. I'll take it out of the thing. Never mind, I didn't think that was gonna happen. There's a light right there, so. Ooh, still. There we go. It's sort of working. Yeah, so you can see the badge. It says JCOS on it. It doesn't even have a real name. And then it comes in one of these little plastic sleeves. Obviously, like literally every convention. So the problem with the badge, this is the only problem I had all weekend, except for some douchebag over the weekend, and my friend's friend who was really drunk. So he has a pass for that. Anyway, so with the badges, I went in to go get my press badge. I had to wait in line, and then they told me to go to a different line. That's my fault because I don't know what the fuck MSO stands for. Apparently that's where all the staff get their badges too, and I just didn't know that. And it probably said in the email, but I didn't read all of the email. I just kind of skimmed it, saying that I was accepted and to ask for any interviews or anything like that. I did not get any interviews because it just didn't happen. But I also didn't get any autographs, so that really sucks too. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. That's the only, technically that's the only other thing I didn't like about the convention. But it happened last year too, so I kind of expected it. So I don't know. Anyway, so getting my badge, when I went to the MSO table, I was like, okay, well here's my ID. This is the name I'm using for the press thing. This is all the whatever, and they didn't have a badge for me. And so I'm like, well, first off, they're like, do you have a business card? Which I do. I do have business cards. I'm not going to pull them out. They're in a box under stuff. But I do have business cards, and I did bring them. But they were in the room when I went down to get my badge. And I was with Atlas and my friend Casey. So, and you see both of them in my streams if you go to my streams. When I stream Mario Maker, or actually when I stream anything now, Atlas is a mod, and Casey Jones on there. It's not his real name, so don't worry. He is both of them are really good friends of mine. So, and they both roomed with me. So we all went down and got our badges. And I went to the table. They didn't have my badge. I gave them my ID, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, here is the email. So I gave them my phone with the email open and said, hey, look, read it. It says right here on my fucking email that I'm accepted for press. And they're like, okay, this is weird then. We don't have a badge for you. Which is really weird because I'm the only one, apparently. Because they had a ton of other press badges like laid out on a table with names on them. And a bunch of staff badges. So that was really weird. They had to go through like this 20-minute, 30-minute thing of talking to somebody else, then talking to another person, and all that kind of stuff, just to try and get me a fucking badge. When it says on the email to give me a badge. So, I don't know. And I was supposed to get 2. So, and I did end up getting 2. But, you notice that the badge I showed you is an actual press badge. It says press on it with my name. I didn't get that until day 2. Like half of day 2. So, they ended up giving me a staff badge. This long plastic badge. They're about that long. So, about double the size of this. And about the same width as this plastic. They're about that big. And they said staff on them, and then they had a name, or not a name, a place where you can write a name, and then you turn it around and there's another place where you can write a name. Usually be one side is going to be like the front side and it'll have the name, and then the back side is going to be what your job is. So it'll be like whatever your name is, and then the back will say like coordinator or line management or something, something, whatever they're doing. So they just put press, and then had the guy who like runs a lot of stuff, they had him sign it, and he's like a co-head or something like that, so he signed it, and he tried to do what he could, so thank you to him. I don't know his name. I think his name was Kyle something, or Kevin something. Start with a K. Kyle or Kevin, something like that. He was very accommodating. He tried to help, so that was pretty cool. The other girl was not very much help at all, and I am really kind of upset at her unprofessional way she went about it. And I'm really upset about the unprofessional way that they didn't tell me ahead of time the things I needed. Like, we know we need our ID. That's obvious. No one told me to bring a business card, or I would have. That would have probably made things go a little faster. But nobody told me that that was something that they would have needed. That was nowhere in the email that I remember. So, I don't know. But it does say, remember to bring your ID to get your badge. That's all it says. So, anyway, that was the main thing that I didn't like about the weekend. So, getting this badge though, I had to give them my phone number, and they said they'd call me when they get more badges in, or text me or something, so that I would know to come and get more badges from them. So I'd know to get a professional badge, or whatever you call it, the right badge instead of a staff badge. So, me and Atlas, Atlas's friend Steven came up. Or down, I guess, to Portland to the convention, and he used my press badge to get in, because I have 2 press badges, and it doesn't matter who gets a second one as long as someone's supposed to be helping me. It was going to go to Atlas, but he had actually bought one at KamoriCon. There was a Newcon table, and he paid for his badge already at that point. So I was like, oh yeah, by the way, you were supposed to not pay for a badge. But that made it so I had an extra badge to give to somebody if they wanted at the convention. But they needed to help me and hang out with me and all that kind of stuff. So he decided to use my camera to go to things that I didn't go to. So I was going around getting CMV stuff and pictures and all that kind of stuff. And I don't go to panels or big events. It's just not my thing. Panels I get kind of claustrophobic in, and I can't breathe very well. So I don't like to be in those kind of settings. So I try not to. Well, Steven didn't have that problem, and he was kind of drunk. So he wasn't really drunk, but he was like, to the point, he had a flask full of vodka. Him and Atlas were Rick and Morty. He was Rick and Atlas was Morty. So he was in character, being drunk. And he went to the costume contest with Atlas and took pictures for me. So he did the job of the press. So his badge here is... Actually, he used his badge correctly. He didn't just get in for free. He actually did what he was supposed to. So that was really cool of him, and I know him. He's really cool anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I was gonna say something else about. Oh, the other thing about that I didn't like about the convention this year also happened last year. So last year I got Steve Bloom autograph, and I'm looking on my wall from my camera here, and I notice I don't have it up anymore. But it was a Cowboy Bebop poster, and I have a video somewhere else in the convention stuff where I talk about it and I show that I got this signed and all that kind of stuff. And you had to pay $20 because apparently this is what I was told this year. The contracts do not cover autograph costs. Like, I guess, like at SoccerCon and KomoriCon, they're big enough and get enough money that they can pay the guests a different type of fee, and the fee is not just to come. The fee is to come, and it covers getting unlimited amount of autographs. Like, they have that like clause in their contracts. Can't speak today. I don't know. I don't have a script, so this is really difficult. And this year was the same thing, and it was Christine Marie Cabanos and Christina V, both of which are in not only Hyperdimension over here, that stuff right there, but they're also in K-On!, which I have signed by Christine Marie Cabanos anyway, so I was just going to get Christina V to sign those. Well, that would have been $80. They were $20 each. So, and then I was going to take all of that and then get whatever I could signed. And then if I was able to get autographs, I was going to see what I could get in the autograph session. I mean, in interviews. In an interview session, see what I could get signed there too. But that didn't happen, so whatever. And then at the first day, like middle of the first day, the con head sends a message on Facebook, on their Facebook page, and says, by the way, if you want to see Christine Marie Cabanos and Christina V, they're not charging anymore. Well, thanks. I didn't bring my shit. So I didn't have anything for them to sign. So that really sucked. And then I didn't get anything for them to sign until the last day. So that made things even worse. So I really couldn't get anything signed. So that didn't happen. But that's kind of I talked to the head. His name is Michael. He's really cool. He's very nice. He tries. He explained everything to me in a very professional way. He tries his hardest to make things accommodating, and so I don't have any like flack on him for anything. He's cool, whatever. Anyway, but other than that, the convention was amazing. It was really good this year. It was even better than last year. And this year, I actually decided to do something that I've never done at a convention. I probably shouldn't have picked this one to do it, but it was because I just wanted more footage for videos. That was really the only reason I did it, and it was going to the rave, which is technically a dance party. I call it a kiddie rave because it's all ages. Raves are not all ages. I've been to real raves. They are not all ages. You need ID to get in. But anyway, these are all ages ones. They're like 10 to midnight. So it was really fun though because I got some footage. There was like a circle, like a breakdance circle where everyone's crowded around, and then in the middle of the circle, someone would go up and dance, walk off. Someone else would go up and dance, walk off, things like that. They were doing that, and there were some pretty good dancers. So I got some video of that. So that'll be in the CMV2 probably. If not, I'll probably put a rave video out. I don't know how much footage I got that actually looks good. Most of it was above my head, so I couldn't really see what I was getting a video of. So I'm gonna find out soon. Anyway, let's see. I think that's about it for the convention. Everything else was great. Everything else was awesome. The dealer's hall was amazing. I did not see anybody ripping anybody off. In fact, funny story about the dealer's hall. So there was this one booth in the very far, like the back of the dealer's hall, and they had some, like I've talked about this before. I think I talked about it in my KomoriCon video. But I told KomoriCon about it, and they didn't seem to do anything. I don't think they read their messages or whatever. But at KomoriCon, there was a booth that had a bunch of figures that they were super expensive, like extremely expensive. The problem was that booth was ripping people off. They were like, "Oh, these are all super rare. Nobody can get these in." I'm like, "Okay, well, what about every single one of these that I've seen at all the other ones for like a third of your price?" So like they were selling you can see back here. Oh, I'm actually pointing at it. That one, that white figure right there, the saber in the all white dress. They had that exact figure for like $100 or $70, somewhere between like 75 and 100. I don't remember exactly. It was up there. Maybe it was 90, something like that. It was really high. Okay, that figure there was 4 other booths selling it, but selling that same figure, and they had multiple of that figure, and they were all between $30 and $40, every single one. So yeah, they were ripping people off, and they had a bunch of Figmas, and they're like, oh, these are like $150 and whatever. And I'll tell you right now, 2 of the figures that I did get right here, Asuna and Kirito from season 2 of Sword Art Online, and they had them for these ones right here. Kirito's $65. Asuna was, I believe, $50 because we talked them down $5. Yeah, and actually Kirito was $60 because we talked them down too. Because we kept going and trying to buy stuff, and I was like, I have money, I just don't know what I want. You know, and so they were very accommodating too. That booth was cool. They got down $5 because they were like, well, we want you to buy something, you keep coming here. So, whatever. Anyway, but, so those 2 figures were at that other booth at KomoriCon for like $150. And they're like, these are super rare, nobody has these. I was like, what do you mean nobody? Everybody else does. You know, so I just walked away from them at KomoriCon. But there was another booth that had extremely expensive stuff at this convention. But these guys had extremely rare stuff. Stuff that there was some stuff I've never seen, and I've been going to dealers halls for a while now, and I've been looking at figures like almost my whole life. I've been, you know, I look up anime stuff all the time, and I've seen these figures, and they actually had good prices, and they were still expensive. That's how good this stuff is. They had super rare stuff, super awesome stuff, and I kind of made friends with them. It was pretty cool. I got their card. I'm going to check them out online. Apparently, they're from up here where I am. I think they're in Tacoma or something. So I might try and check out their actual store, see what happens. They're kind of they buy things that are still new, but not like off of. I don't know. They're basically like an anime store that sells things that are not from where I don't know what you know what I mean. They're not like brand spanking new, you know. They're not like, oh, just from the factory, here you go. You know, they're not like that. They're like some other store closed down and they got their shipment, that kind of thing, you know. So the boxes have been handled a few times. They've been shipped to a couple stores maybe before they got them, but they get all the rare stuff, and it's really cool, and I'm going to check them out when I can. But yeah, so like I said a bunch of times already, everything else was great. The convention was amazing, so hopefully next year will also be just as good, and that would be fun. So next is the stuff I got, and there's quite a bit of it. I spent like $350 or more. Maybe 4, I'm not sure. Alright, so the first one, and no, this isn't my Vita, it's just on my Vita, so I have my Vita here, but I got 2 of these actually. I got one in charm form and one in necklace form. I'll show you both. So I got this charm here. Damn it, go forward. It says waifu on it, and it has a little star. Kind of hard to see that. The little gem thing is a star. Then I also got one, like I said, in necklace form. But this is a really short thing. It only comes up like here on me, so I'm gonna probably put it on a better chain. I have some chain over here on the floor. I don't. Oh, you can kind of. No, you can't. You can't see it. You can see where my guitar is right there, right there, right in front of it, or right in front of it. There's a bag there, and then there's another stand that I have, a little tiny stand that won't fit on my shelves, and all my necklaces are on it. So I'm going to use one of those chains for this. They're a lot longer and better. I also have this really cool gold one that went to an Alice thing that broke, so I might use that one too. Alright, so the next thing is I spent $10 to move my badge. People are like, what are you talking about? So I bought this lanyard here. So here, let's it's the same thing all over it, so I'm just going to show you as much as I can of it. So there's a picture of Saber Altar on it, and it says Saber. It just goes all the way down it. And then it has, oddly enough, regular Saber for the little charm thing. So that's kind of cool. This is probably too hard to see. Oh, wow, that shows up. Okay. So it's got two different versions of saber. It has alter and regular on the picture, and then on the back here. Yeah. Okay. So, and that says, I swear the honor of my sword. So that's what that is. Let's put that on my bed. Let's put the Vita over there too. Yeah, making a lot of noise, huh? Alright, so before I show you all my figures, I did buy one other thing that wasn't a figure, and the rest is just figures. So, and then there's one last thing that's actually under all my figures, so I can't really show you that yet. And that was actually the last thing I got. But I got a little hat that says Lolly on it. I don't know, I wanted it. I wanted the waifu hat, but yeah, and this has got like pink roses on it and stuff. I was really hoping that they had it in like a different color, like maybe a blue or something that goes with the rest of the stuff I use. Like, I like wearing like blue and black together, or red and black together, but they didn't have them like that. They only come like this. Like this hat only comes in this color and this little pattern. So there's nothing I could do. But yeah, I wanted the waifu hat, but they didn't have one. They are cheaper than they were at KomoriCon, but it was the same people. So that was pretty cool. And that's kind of why I got the waifu chain thing, the necklace, because I really wanted the hat, so I was like, oh, I'll do it with the necklace. And the necklace and the charm I got in the artist alley, by the way. Everything else was dealer haul. So these are all like stuff you can actually like buy online and stuff. So anyway, like I said, I got these Kirito and Asuna figures, so I'm going to show you these real quick. You probably can't see them with that stupid... Here. Let's see, can I do this? Okay, I have an idea. Aim that a different direction. Yeah, that works. Alright, so I got this Kirito figure. It is this version of Kirito. It's Mother's Rosario Kirito. So there's that. Oh man, I have to find space for all this stuff. I also got the fairy version of Asuna, the Alfheim version. So this is technically also... well, no, I guess it is Season 2, because she's only like that for one episode in Season 1, and it's only one scene. And that's like when they first go into Alfheim, after they rescue her, and then they got all the others in there. But anyway, then I also got... What's the front? This is the front. Okay, I also got a Yuki Kono, and yes, there's a lot of Sword Art Online stuff. There's only one that isn't Sword Art Online, so if you don't like Sword Art Online, I'm sorry. So it's a Yuki Kono figure. It's just in a box. Pretty cool box. Next, this one I didn't think I was going to find at all. I never thought I'd see this. I have never seen this before. But, okay, this is the front. I have to find the front. But it's Asuna in the first outfit from the very beginning of the anime and the, whatever, her first outfit in the game. And it was really funny as I didn't realize it, but in Sword Art Online Hollow Realization, you can actually get this outfit. So... that's really cool. I didn't know that. So, there's that. Let's see. Which one should I do next? I gotta kind of pull them forward. Alright. Since I'm on an Asuna kick, I guess. Let's do another Asuna. I got another ALO Asuna. This one's really cool. This one has some cool detail on the sword. Oh, it's this side. Has some cool detail on the sword or whatever. It shows you like a little detail and how the sword fits in her hand and everything. It's really neat. I like it. I don't know. Anyway... but there's that one, and then this is the last Sword Art Online one, and then the last one after this isn't Sword Art Online. This one, the box got really damaged trying to pack it away, but I don't keep the boxes, so I don't fucking care. But it's Sinon, ALO version, which is my favorite version of Sinon, so yeah. Oh, you can't see that. You had a Ryoko in the way. That character, that's... her. It's Ryoko Okami. She was in the way. Anyway, but yeah, so those are the figures I got from Sword Art Online. And we have one last one, which I'm very glad about. And you guys are probably tired of it from KomoriCon, which means you'll probably know exactly what it is. I'm going to just hide them all over here. Let's hide them. It's another Saber figure. It's Bride Saber. So that's pretty cool. I was very happy to see this. There was only a couple booths that had this, and this was the cheaper one, so I bought the cheaper one. Whatever works. Oh, her hand comes off. I didn't look at the back right here. It's telling you that her hand comes off. And that's how you get the sword on and off. Because obviously the sword, it's not going to just come like that. It's not already put together. It's not all full and everything. Alright, so one last thing that I got. This one has kind of a funny story. So, I have a friend named Angie that goes to cons. She's been going longer than I have. And she's really cool. I met her at KomoriCon 2015. And it was really funny the way I met her. It was just really awesome. But I know her and her husband, and I know like her friends and stuff, and she's friends with a bunch of my friends and stuff like that. So anyway, she got this, I think for Christmas or something, but didn't want it and didn't know what to do with it. So she plays Magic the Gathering and needed a card mat. And her parents, knowing that she likes anime, but don't know kind of anything about anime, kind of just got her something for Christmas, I guess, and she didn't really want it. I mean, as weird as it is taking someone's Christmas present, she was really, really willing to give it away. So I was like, if you're just gonna like get rid of it, I'll take it. Put it to a good home. So it is a card mat of Madoka Magica. Let me cover my face, I guess. But yeah, so it's from the Rebellion movie. So this side, yeah, it's a Rebellion movie. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really like it. I'm gonna put it on my wall somewhere. I have to find my other Madoka poster. But yeah, this was the thing I said I could have got signed because open it back up again, because Madoka is played by Christine Marie Cabanos and Homura is played by Christina V. So I could have got this signed, but their signature things were over, and they were actually about to host a panel when we were leaving. And that was like 5 minutes before I got this handed to me, so I couldn't even do anything. It really sucked. But anyways, that's it for everything I got. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So I guess that'll be all for this video. If you guys like, I guess go to Newcon. Newcon's fun. The next convention is going to be SoccerCon. I am not going to ChibiChibiCon anymore. It's boring as fuck, and I don't want to go there anymore. And I don't have a way, really. I don't have a way to get there. But anyway, SoccerCon is coming up. I won't be filming much. I might take some pictures here and there. I might do one CMV if I really don't have anything else to do. But I do have cause plans, so I'm trying to actually do stuff for that convention. So I might not have time to film, so don't look forward to any CMVs from that. There won't be any unless there's one, but if that. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm like blanking on what the hell I'm supposed to be talking about here. It's kind of late, but anyway, so yeah, that's it. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.